recently, here in the United States at least, we celebrated a great tradition. We came together and we thought back on our year that was, and we reflected upon it. We thought about the great times, the best times, the perfect times. And for those we gave thanks. Thanksgiving was the time of year, and it still is the time of the year, where you don't think about the negatives. It was like a great man once said, hide the negatives, accentuate the positives. Hide the negatives, accentuate the positives. Well, Gary Yap, you ruined my Thanksgiving. Because of you, I could not give thanks the proper way for the year that I have had. You made it impossible for me to think on the good times, to think of the great times, to think of the perfect times. Because of you, Gary Yap, my Thanksgiving was crap. I sat at that table, and the only thing is I was stuffing myself with stuffing, with mashed potatoes, with gravy, with turkey. The only thing that kept coming to mind, Gary Yap, was you. You, Gary. And the way that you want to come in and destroy the company that I love. You want to come take from me and the rest of the APW fans something that we all hold dear to our hearts, something we love. You've come in to destroy All Pro Wrestling. And you went out and got a one-man army to help you out. Christmas Chaos will see the debut in APW and in the APW garage of Teddy Hart, the nephew of the legendary Bret Hart and the late great Owen Hart. He truly is a sick, twisted, demented animal. But Gary, in APW, we have our own sick, twisted, demented animal. Now, animal's not the best word to describe him. No, you see, he's a beast. To be exact, he is a Brazilian beast. His name is Cafu, the future legend in the history of professional wrestling. When the book is finally closed and finished on professional wrestling, one name will be shouted louder than any other, and that is Cafu. Now, he may not have been at the last Gym Wars, but I'll be damned if he hasn't seen the video of what took place. And I don't mean the edited crap that you aired on Jeff Meacham's web show. I mean the true, cold, hard facts of what went down at the last Gym Wars. Now, Gary, I don't know if you realize this, but in 4 days, Gary, 4 days from the time that I'm recording this, it's Tuesday, in 4 days, it's Christmas Chaos, spelled with a K, and that Christmas Chaos show at the world-famous All Pro Wrestling Garage in Hayward, California. The fans, Gary, the fans have the picks, have the say in the show. And no, I don't mean like that piece of crud pay-per-view. No. The fans, Gary, have all bought raffle tickets to be able to pick the matches and call the shots. And Gary, get a good look at it. Get a good look. Can you see it? Can you see the number, Gary? Can you? 432-316. 432-316. Remember the number, Gary. Remember it well. Because if that ticket is drawn, I get to make a match. And I'm not just going to make any match. No, see, You better bring some wrestling gear, Gary. You better get some training from Marcus while you're getting ready to come back up to Hayward. Because you see, if I get drawn, if my ticket gets drawn, Gary, and I get to make a match, it's gonna be Gary Yap versus Ka-Fu. And Gary, there's nothing that you or anyone else will be able to do to stop it from happening. December 1st, this Saturday, the world-famous All Pro Wrestling Garage will host APW's presentation of Christmas Chaos 2007, spelled with K's, Gary Yap. And I'll be there to witness it live. So will hundreds more of APW's finest fans. And Gary Yap, you better be ready, 'cause the army of APW is ready. I'll see you in the war zone. I almost forgot one thing, Gary. Game